Hey, what's up you guys? It's Sergey in the house. Thank you so much for all the awesome feedback and suggestions that you gave us. From the last video, if you recall, I asked for suggestions on how to make Boutenkos Films channel better, what kind of content you want to see more of. And we got some really awesome feedback from all of you. And we hope to please you in the near future. We're gonna be making a variety of different videos that hopefully you guys will find very useful. Now, if you haven't already done so, will you please click on this link, subscribe to this channel, because you won't regret it, I promise you. One of the common threads that we received feedback on was that you guys wanted to see more videos about how the Boutenkos live, things other than smoothies. So I thought, why not show you kind of a typical day in my life. Currently, I do a lot of video editing. So basically, I spend a lot of time in front of the computer. I'm working on this awesome new project. It's called Powered by Green Smoothies. And it's a full-length documentary about how green smoothies affect endurance athletes. Now, as you can imagine, I log a lot of time editing on this here computer. And I love the work that I do, but it's very challenging on the eyes, it gets me sitting a lot, and I personally believe that exercise is very important. So I want to show you how I manage to stay active. If you can see behind me, you'll see a set of rings, some gymnast rings, and this is basically my total gym. So if I'm editing here, I have a standing desk, so I can sit and edit. I can also stand and edit, and when I'm standing and editing, I'm mobile on my feet. I'm actually getting exercise. I'm not getting too comfortable in any one position. So it's nice on my shoulders, on my neck, I don't get super stiff. And then about every 40 minutes to 50 minutes, I hop over to the rings, right here, and I do some pull-ups. So whenever I feel like it, every 30, 40, 50 minutes, I walk over to these rings and I do as many pull-ups as I can. I do this throughout the day, so on a typical day, I'll do between 100 and 200 pull-ups, because I usually do sets of 8 to 10. The reason I love these rings is because they're very inexpensive. You can literally set them up anywhere. You can do it at a playground, set them up on a tree, on a deck. Here at the office I have I-beams, so I just hung them off the I-beams. They're also very unstable, so in addition to doing pull-ups, they work my stabilizing muscles, so I don't shake as much after I've been doing them for a little bit. And they're literally a total gym, so on top of pull-ups, I can lower them, which I'll show you in a second. I can do push-ups, I can do dips, and all of those movements are useful movements. So I'm not in a gym somewhere just doing curls, because what that does, in my opinion, is it gets you really good at the curling muscles, but then when you actually go to do a functional motion, it's not so useful. So the nice thing about this particular set of rings is they come with straps that are adjustable, so I can basically do a lot with them. When I'm sick of doing pull-ups and I can't do any more, I can come up here and do dips. I could do, just sit in a pike position, hold L-sits. The nice thing about them is also everything is scalable, so if, for example, you can't do a pull-up, you can do ring rows, so you can work up to doing pull-ups. This is much easier. So another thing I like to do on these rings is I like to lower them all the way and do push-ups. So say I've done 200 pull-ups, I don't want to do any more pull-ups, my hands are sore. I lower these straps all the way, and what this again does is it makes me engage those stabilizing muscles. It in effect forces my body to hold a very tight, compressed plank. And it's a much harder push-up, but it builds stronger, healthier muscle. Kind of looks like this. So I get in a nice plank, And I just sit here and do as many as I can. And start huffing and puffing. Again, everything that you can do on the rings, you can scale. So if you can't do a full legitimate push-up, you can come out, and this makes them a lot easier. So you can sit here and do that and work your way up to a full push-up. Now, if you're curious about my setup, I really like the rings that EXF Rings makes at ringtraining.com. You can click the link in the description of this video and follow it. A set of these will set you back about 80 bucks, which is kind of a lot of money. But then again, I'm not paying for a gym membership, which would probably run me 80 to 100 bucks a month. The reason I like them is they come with the straps. The straps are adjustable, so you could do your pull-ups, your dips, your push-ups, and so much more. The rings are made of plastic, although they have wooden kind too, but I like the plastic ones because they have the hard plastic, which I sometimes prefer, and they also have the rubberized grip. One of my personal goals is to learn how to do a muscle up before Christmas, so that's gonna be my present to myself. I like to challenge myself in very difficult ways sometimes, and for those of you who don't know what a muscle up is, it's basically a gymnastics maneuver where you're hanging on rings, you do a full pull-up, then you push through and go into a dip. So I'm gonna try and learn how to do a muscle up in the next 25 days. And if you wanna do it with me, why don't we just support each other and learn how to do muscle ups together? There you go. That's one of the ways that I stay fit in my life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.